but somebody had to do it. Here's my interview with Sam Heughan.
You have my name and the protection of my body as well.
Man, did you guys knock it out of the park.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind to say. Yeah, it's been a kind of a crazy year. I mean, when I saw you last, we had filmed, I think, a couple of episodes, and I know that no one had seen anything. And now we've just finished filming the whole of season 1.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about season 1, the whole of it?
Coming out of it, it was pretty intense. The second part of the season is just so much darker, and it really begins to sort of develop the characters, and quite a climax to the end of the season as well. So yeah, pretty exhausted by the end, but elated that we'd filmed something that we're really sort of passionate about.
Just never forget that you're English. In a place where that's not a pretty thing to be.
Now, for fans that have followed the book, such as myself, how closely do you guys follow the book in the very last part of this?
We follow it, we go there, and I think that's what people like about the show. We stick closely to the books. We're not scared of the content, and I think it's been really well dealt with.
And you've read the books?
Absolutely, yes.
And did you start reading the books before or after you were cast?
I started reading them after I was cast. I hadn't actually heard of the books until I had my first auditions, but as soon as I got cast, I bought them all, and Diana sent me, the companion book and lots of short stories she'd written as well. And for an actor, I think it's really important. Obviously, you do work from the scripts, but a lot of the dialogue the writers take from the book, and there's also little things that an actor you can take, little details that maybe no one will notice, or maybe only fans will notice, but there's things you can certainly bring to the production. You basically were the first one they cast, and you're kind of perfect for the role. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. When you read the book, are you like, oh yeah, this is so me? Or do you have to find inspiration and motivation elsewhere to create the character Jamie? I was sort of going through the book, just trying to pick out things almost kind of practically about who he is or what he is. But ultimately, Diana writes, very close to our dialogue or to what we use.
You need not be scared of me, nor anyone else here, so long as I'm with you.
Now, what do you think makes this such a guilty pleasure among fans? Because, there will be a lot of ladies very excited to know that I just interviewed you.
Did you say guilty pleasure?
I did. Thank you for catching that. Horrible pun.
Yes, it was really good. I think that's probably half of it. I think it's a wonderful world that, Diana's created and that we've, brought to TV. And it's some sort of escapism as well. And maybe it's a time when, things are maybe simpler. And obviously you've got this amazing central character of Claire.
I'm a nurse.
Thank you. It doesn't hurt anymore. Thank you.
Have people split off to be Team Jamie, Team Frank yet? Have fans
I hope
done
not.
that?
I hope they're all on Team Jamie.
I think probably most of them are
But I
Team
have
Jamie.
to say, I'm a bit of a Frank fan. I think he's pretty dapper. He's a good-looking man. And
he looks a lot like Captain Randall.
He does. It's kind of funny, that, isn't
Weird.
it? Yeah. But he's much nicer.
Yes.
You're not Frank.
No, madam, I'm not.
And for the very few people who haven't seen the show yet, tell them why they should watch this show.
Outlander's a historical romance drama. There's action. There's some great characters in there, and I basically think it's a real good romp through 1700s of Scotland.
And is it just a chick show, or do you think this is something that guys are going to want to watch too?
This is absolutely for everyone, whether you're a fan of the books or not. As I said, there's action, there's horse riding, there's a lot of battles, there's a lot of very hard men, because these guys were they were warriors first and foremost, and I think that world is sort of brought to the screen. What do your fans call you? Do they have a specific thing that they call you? Call them the tribe of Sam Heughan fans? Yes, we have a group of fans called the Hooligans. The Hooligans. The Hooligans. They're also a team of fans called the Catriots. Mm-hmm. There's the Menziatics, which is Tobias's fans. So yeah, there's a lot of subgroups, but ultimately they're all fans of the show, and they're fantastic. They are very supportive. They send us amazing gifts, and we have a group of outlandish bakers.
Outlandish bakers.
Yeah, they seem to find us wherever we go in Scotland. You know, we could be filming in the top of a mountain or in the woods somewhere in the Highlands, and they will turn up with some baked goods, normally gluten-free for Kat, and peanut butter ones for me, which is pretty good. And
I had no idea this
fantastic
baking service was going on.
Yeah.
Well, I bet you probably can't go anywhere in the world without being recognized.
I have been recognized a lot, especially in America, which is really nice. Currently the show isn't being aired in the UK, though I believe it might be in the near future. But at the moment it's quite nice to be in Scotland and be slightly anonymous.